Hey Albert, what the hell's going on with the real estate market?
Dude, the market is crazy right now.
Like how crazy?
Do you want me to tell you?
Go.
Think about it this way, right? There are currently about 580 homes active on the market in Rhode Island. The inventory requires to have about 3,000 to 4,000 homes active on the market for this to be a balanced market. What does that mean? What does a balanced market mean? If 0 people list their homes starting today, we would need to have an inventory of 6 months already on the market for this to be a balanced market. Right now, the inventory is about a month. Okay, so basically if no one lists their house starting today, in a month, it's gonna be gone. There's gonna be 0 houses on the market. So that is the craziest thing that is going on in the real estate market, really nationwide, but because Rhode Island is such a small state, it's like focused in here. It's like, you know, you can literally see it, like we see it every day. Whenever we work with buyers, one of the things that we always do is we educate them right away as far as how competitive it's going to be out there. And if they're not up for that, it's just not gonna happen. So you need to get all of your stuff up front ready to go, and you gotta be ready to compete. We talk to people who are, their plans are, oh, I wanna find my dream home and I'm not interested in paying over asking, right? That's a big concern that people have when they say, I don't wanna pay over asking. But the problem is, if you are at least not willing to entertain the idea that you might have to pay over asking, you're probably never gonna get a house. Our goal as consultants, as real estate agents, is to show you how you can pay over asking and still be in a good position 3 to 4 to 5 years from now, or even 10 years from now, that your home is going to appreciate. This has been an issue for the last, I want to say, in the last 2 years, since 2020, when COVID happened. This just went bananas. It went crazy. I've had these conversations with people in 2020, 2021, and I'm having the same conversation now. Oh, I don't want to overpay for the house. People felt like they were overpaying for their house in 2020, and now they can sell that same house for $40,000, $50,000 more than they bought it in 2020, and in some cases even more. The misconception is that, well, the market is going to crash. Okay, the market might crash. But when somebody says that, you always want to ask them, why do you think the market is going to crash? Well, because it always crashes. It crashed in 07. First off, the real estate market does not always crash. The only time when real estate actually lost in equity was in 2007. It never lost equity. Obviously, properties depreciated, but it never depreciated through the time of ownership. The reason why the market crashed in 07 is because, you know, it was mostly predatory lending. People's interest rates expired, and then a new interest rate kicked in. People were buying 4 or 5 homes that they could not afford, and they should have never bought. That was the reason why prices were insane back in the day. And also, we had a surplus of homes. People were building homes left and right. Now we have literally the opposite problem. People are getting approved for a loan is way harder now than it was in 07. And then we don't have real estate. Nobody is building homes anymore because it's really expensive to build homes. So only older homes are being sold in the market, and that's the problem. Low inventory, so scarcity of inventory, and low interest rates. Buyers need to buy, right? If you look at the number of transactions and number of buyers in the market, that really hasn't increased by much if you looked at the data in the last 5 to 10 years. It's consistent, it's there, it's been there all the time. But the thing that has changed is the inventory. People don't have homes to buy, and that's why it feels like it's insane and all these sales are happening, but it's not true. Number of sales is very consistent in the last 10 years. It's just that the inventory is not there and people are being competitive. So instead of, if you have 15 buyers who are in the price range of, let's say, $350,000 to $400,000, let's say they had 8 houses to compete for 5 years ago, now they have 1, maybe 2 houses to compete for. And that's why houses are appreciating like crazy. This problem is here to stay for at least another 3 to 5 years. The new construction issue has, first off, it's not even being talked about. There's no solutions being offered. That's the reason why it's going to be here for a while. But first off, this not new construction being built. So that's the biggest issue, because it's not even being talked about. So until the government literally decides, hey, this is a problem, let's figure it out, let's build a plan on how to put the country back on track so that we can start building more homes for all these buyers, this challenge is going to be here for a while. So once that happens, then maybe the market might slow down. But as far as I'm concerned, for the next 3 to 5 years, we are in this together. This madness is here to stay. Mason, does that answer your question?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, well, subscribe to our channel.